Hey guys, I have another video for you guys, and this time it's just kind of random but a cool little life update. As you can tell, I am sitting in the bed of a truck, and this is my new truck. I bought a little beater. I bought a 1996 Ford Ranger, and I'm going to show you guys everything that it has, everything that I'm going to put on it, everything that I've already done, plans, goals, and the real reason why I actually bought the thing. So this little guy is my 1996 Ford Ranger XLT. It is the two-wheel drive, the 2.3 liter inline 4, and it is a 5-speed manual. I did not put the Skoal on there. That's how it came. But for 96, this is as luxurious as it comes. You know what I'm saying? It's got the fake leather and the cloth and the door, and the floor mats. And a 5-speed manual. I couldn't have asked anything better. I've owned like 6 manual cars already. This is my 6th car that I've owned that is manual transmission. We have this guy here. That's going to go back on very soon. But yes, it is the side step body, so the truck bed is flared out. Some call them flare beds, some call them side steps because it has a little step in there. It's a 6-foot bed, and this thing is just a little champion. So I've been needing a truck, and just recently, as I hop in here, just recently did I get this amazing offer that I couldn't pass up. So I was looking for a truck, and it wasn't an active pursuit. It was more so like, hey, a truck would be really useful. I'm a construction worker. I live on a little ranch. Especially after the rains, it kind of exposed not only how dangerous, but how hard it would be if the weather was harder, if we wanted to do more things, my wife and I. And so I was just like, well, I wasn't looking for a truck, but I was thinking about a truck, and I had prayed. And whenever I pray about anything that I want, I always ask the Lord that His will would be done. That's it. That's it. I don't have there's no ties to that. I just ask, God, your will be done. That's all I ask. If it's your will, if it would honor you that I had a truck, Lord, I ask that you would make a way. But if it wouldn't, then close that door, and you could take that out of my heart. And yeah, now we're here. And it's crazy. Sorry, I keep moving back and forth, but it's crazy because I didn't even actively look. And I'll get to that story in a second. Okay, so I was selling barbecue tickets for an event at church. We were raising money for a youth event. And I was going over to my cousin's house to drop off some barbecue tickets. And her husband, which happens to be my barber as well, for like 12 years or something like that. I'd known that he's had this truck for a long time, but I never see it move. Ever. So I was like, hey, is he ever going to sell that? And she was like, he's trying to sell it now. He just listed it and everything else. And she told me the price. And I texted him and I was like, hey, heard you're selling a truck. I'm interested. But do you think you could not include like the 2023 markup that we have here in California that's like double the price of what the truck's worth? And he texted me back with an extremely, extremely, extremely fair price of $2,000. So this thing, it runs. I'll start it right up. I mean, literally no problem at all. Like I said, it's a base model. It's a 4-cylinder. But it is in terrific condition. As you guys can see here, I'll show you guys, like, it is in great condition. Like stains. I mean, this car is older than I am. So little stains here and there, but there's no major tears. There was a little tear in the driver's side door that I actually stitched up with my mom. I still need to cut this. Hilariously enough, she was teaching me how to sew. But I mean, dash isn't cracked. There's no cracks in the glass, front or back. Everything here is functional. Heat works, air works, radio works. I mean, it'll start right up for you. It had no check engine light. And it had a really clean record. You know, just looking up the VIN, it had a clean record. And I thought to myself, man, it would be tremendously hard to find another deal this good on this kind of timing. And this is the thing that puts it over the top, is what he had said. The amount that he had said was exactly what I had on my heart. And I had the money, and it was just savings, you know, it was just extra money. It wasn't like I took out of our rent and we weren't able to pay something else, but it was exactly what the Lord had put on my heart. And I just want to honor him with that. So shout out God, man. You guys come to him. He already knows your problems. He already knows your worries and your stresses, but come to him because he cares and he loves you. But a little bit more about the truck. So like I mentioned, it's a 96. So she has a bit of miles on her. She has 218, 530. I've been driving this thing everywhere. If you know anything about a Ford Ranger or a mini trucks in general, is that they actually last forever. They run forever. But as you guys can tell, I mean, she just fired right up. No hesitation. This gauge isn't working in particular, but the fuel, I'm just low on fuel. The fuel is working. I mean, she runs like a champ. And one thing that I read a lot about these trucks, one of the major issues that they have is that they lose a lot of power over time. And somebody was explaining that his truck has lost so much power over time that he'll be on the freeway and there'll be a slight hill or a mountain or something, and he'll have to put it in fourth gear. And even in fourth gear, it struggles to get up the hill. And I'm very proud to say that this thing, because it's just been so well taken care of, it doesn't have those issues at all. Like at all. I'm in fifth gear. I'm on the freeway. We're going up like a small little grade on the way to town, and I keep it in fifth gear. I didn't even keep it in fourth gear. It's a 5-speed, so I keep it in fifth gear, and I just give it a little bit of gas, and it just trucks on 70, 75, and it just keeps moving. And I'm so proud of this thing. I literally can't believe just how wicked of a deal this was. It's absolutely amazing. That's how you know it was 100% a godsend. So as you could tell, there is no rhino coat or anything inside of the bed, so it's a little scuffed, it's a little scraped, it has a little bit of paint damage. Where it was parked, it wasn't in a garage, so I mean, it has its exterior flaws and all, but interior, it's actually like really excellent. It's just, I mean, just look at this thing, dude. I know people who have a car that's a 2010 and it's just torn up. But for cloth seats, all it had was a little rip right here that I sewed up. I need to cut these. The headliner was sagging, so me and my buddy Nathan, shout out Nathan, we got the headliner. We did a new headliner. He taught me how to do that. And then we got some new bulbs in there. We got the dome light working. The only thing that doesn't work in here right now is my driver seatbelt. So I've been using the middle seatbelt. My driver seatbelt, as you can see, the button has sort of just collapsed and it doesn't have that spring in there anymore to actually clip on. So as I'm driving, there's actually a light that'll be like, buckle your seatbelt, but it doesn't beep or chime or anything like that. So that's pretty awesome. I did an oil change, of course, filter changes, topped off all the fluids, checked all the fluids. I actually got a check engine light 2 days ago, and it was reading mass airflow sensor low circuit. And so I did a little bit of YouTubing, a little bit of Googling, got my mass airflow sensor, put it in like 10 minutes, and the thing's been running amazing ever since. But I mean, this thing's a total champ. It still has fresh tires, like fresh meaty tires on there. It has a brand new battery. Maybe I should show you guys the motor. This is the biggest flaw of the truck so far. This is pretty much it for me. So you guys are about to watch me struggle do this right now. Not this. This is just me being dunce. There it is. Okay. See, it doesn't want to go up. You have to like snap it up a little bit, and that's another story I could share with you guys. But as for now, this is what we're looking at. So, like I said, 2.3 liter i4, brand new battery. I mean, it's just in great condition. I mean, you see a little bit of rust spots, you see a little bit of this or that. The engine's filthy. I mean, I changed the air filter. I mean, the fan runs, belts great. It survived an extremely rainy day already and huge puddles, and man, this thing is just a total champ. So I'm honestly kind of cheesy, but I am proud to be an owner of a Ford Ranger. Truly, I am. And yeah, so story about the hood. So, the story about the hood. As you can see, it looks perfectly fine, but actually it's extremely flawed because that bend right there. And it actually bends like almost all the way across along, and then it flattens back out right here. But it's bent down right there. And that was actually my fault. When I had first got the car, I was inspecting the engine. And obviously I drive this guy normally, and the hood on that is much easier to close than the hood on this. I was driving on the freeway. The hood wasn't all the way closed. It opened up while I was on the freeway. It was almost meet Jesus moment for me. I pulled over as fast as I could in the rain, slammed it shut extremely hard. But in the process, when it had flown open, it actually passed the brackets. So it's never supposed to go past 90. 90 is like the extension or whatever. It was like boom, like almost on the glass. And so it bent it all up right here. So now there's struggle opening and closing it. I'm sure I could find another hood somewhere. I could go to a junkyard and find something. But other than that, that is the only major flaw. And that is technically, even though it almost killed me, that is technically just a cosmetic issue. Something that we can take care of anytime. Just got to find the time and find a place that might have this hood. So that's pretty much it for this vlog. Just a little update on my little beater here. Of course, always thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.